Hello and welcome to this video where we would like to shortly touch upon the strategies of identifying the information disorders. As it was mentioned before, while previously journalists and editors played the roles of gatekeepers of the societies, verifying and rechecking the information shared, nowadays when anybody can write, edit and publish, things got more complicated. That is why it is important to have specific basic skills for assessing the information you find online and why not, also offline. Here are some essential things to consider. First, consider the source and its credibility. Check whether the source can be considered verified. Search through its website, its mission, and previously shared information. Some questions to consider when making your assessment would include: does the site have a reputation for journalistic integrity? Does the author cite credible sources? Is it on the list of fake news sites? Next, go beyond the headlines. As we have already seen, in the cases of false context, the headline, the visuals, and the text do not correspond to one another. Therefore, try to look at the whole story and avoid falling victim of a clickbait. Further, check the date of the article. Sometimes all stories get reposted and recycled, and this causes quite some confusion. This is why some agencies started labeling their articles. Hence, when you read an article, you can clearly spot the initial date or year of publication. Just like in these examples you see on your screen, you may spot how many years ago this particular article was published. Next, check the author to see whether he is real or fake. You may also want to check whether the source itself is included in any fake news site list. Further, look if there are any supporting and corroborating sources. Corroborate the information with other credible news sources. Make sure it's not the only source making the claim. If it is, there is a good chance it's actually not true. Compare it to other news sources to get different perspectives. Find other credible sources from other areas of the ideological or political spectrum to prove nuance and get a bigger picture of what's actually happening. Do not forget to check whether it is satire. Remember that satire taken seriously constitutes misinformation, but you should be careful to note whether the information at hand represents satire or real news article. Most importantly, check your biases. Even if we all try to critically and objectively assess the information at hand, we may be blindsided by our own biases and beliefs, as those may affect our judgment. Therefore, it is important to differentiate fact from opinion and from bias. Further, most importantly, read before you share. Assess the content at hand, its sources, the author, the date, and after that, actually share the material that you were checking. Next, when in doubt, visit some fact-checking websites and see if the story you are reading has been debunked or not. Some good fact-checking websites include Snopes, Washington Post Fact Checker, Reuters Fact Check, Full Fact, BBC Fact Check, and much more. In a nutshell, try to assess different aspects of the article individually. Then also remember to look at the information piece as a whole. These were some tips on how to think critically and consume critically in order to identify various information disorders. Thank you for watching.